And then I think the particles are falling too much at 90 degrees, so we're going to select our gravity because it really needs to bring these guys down. In fact, we need to rename this gravity here to gravity T because it's only affecting the T object. So maybe increase its strength. No, not its strength. Instead, we're going to change its direction. So select the rotation tool. Nah, the direction is not helping either. Yeah, it's really not helping. How about the wind? Yeah, the wind is the one to be adjusted. As you can see, we are increasing the wind strength, but it's causing a bit of headaches, so we're going to need to increase the turbulence. Or no, we're going to do this. I'm going to undo what we did now. We're going to select the sparks T particle system, select the rotation tool, and then we're going to rotate it itself like that at an angle. Okay, of course on the local axis. That way, yeah, of course now it's falling nicely at an angle. Okay? And of course you can always see what the wind turbulence can do for us. Like that, okay? Okay. Now, while all this will be happening, we also want some kind of debris to be falling to the ground, you know, like little stones, you know, to show that really something is being cut here, you know. And for that, of course, you need to create another particle system. Do it like that in the viewport. Select the align tool, and we are going to align it to, let's see, we're going to align it to the writing T particle system. And we're going to reduce its logo size. And of course, length, making it really tiny, and its width, reduce its logo size even further, and then we are going to link it, we're going to link it to, of course, the laser beam T object, and link it so that now of course it flows with them. We're going to call this debris T. Open up the particle view. Where is it in the scene? Well, there it is. We're going to need to bring it below. So this will cause the debris to come down. Okay. Now, the timing of the debris should be the same as when the sparks are also being animated. So we are going to tell them, so we're going to change the birth to 5 and the stop to 50. As we said, just like with the sparks, the amount can be set at 200, it's fine, okay? And then this position icon, okay, it's fine, it can remain as is. Volume, the speed is important, so we're going to reduce the speed at 100, and then the variation can be 50 because we want more dynamism, and of course must be reversed so that it flows the other way. Now of course you can see what is going on. Okay, and not all of them should fall at the same place, so we're going to change the divergence to 12, so that they're more spread apart, as you can see. For the rotation, we're going to change this to speed space follow. Now we want to change the display to geometry so that we can see, of course, exactly what we are doing. Select the shape. Now the debris should be little spheres, so we're going to change this to sphere. They are too big, of course, so reduce them to 0.3. So they're now nice little bubbles, you know. Just change its color like that for now. As you can see, they are simply falling, not falling, but they're just flowing a bit too, not to our liking. So we are going to need to prevent them from going wherever they want. To do that, we're going to add a force to it. And that force needs to be gravity T. Okay? That will, of course, cause them to go to the ground. Now, if you view things from this viewport here, you can analyze for ourselves, of course, exactly what is going on. And guess what? The particle system needs to be adjusted. So select the breeze T particle system and then select the rotation tool. Then, of course, the axis to local needs to be tilted down like that. Okay, so that, of course, now they come nicely falling down. Okay, and then also let's just go back to the speed here. We're going to reduce its divergence just a bit. Okay. We also want the particles to collide with the floor, so we're going to add our beloved collision spawn operator and put it above the force, and to it we're going to add U deflector. That way, of course, the particles bounce. We need to change a bit of its parameters. We are going to uncheck the lead parent, okay, so that the bouncing continues. You see that? Now they're bouncing on the floor. And then for the parents, we want them to continue to bounce, but for the offsprings, for the parents, we want them to bounce, but the offspring must continue. Remember always to add dynamism, so we are going to change the values there. Where there's variation, we are giving it like 30%, just for more dynamism. Of course, that's what we have now. See that? Okay. And then they must also be deleted once they are done. They're finished doing their job. So we're going to add a delete operator here above the display. We're going to delete by particle age. We want the particles to last what? Let's see, 30 frames. So that way, when they come down, they bounce, and then, of course, they simply disappear like that. Or maybe you don't want them to bounce. So we're going to delete. Undo delete. Select the delete operator and then go in here and select delete. Yeah, okay. We don't want them to be deleted actually. We want them to remain in the scene. Okay. Now, it should be very foolish for us to go ahead without first being able to preview what we've done so far. And that's the part where 3D Max really comes in very handy again. But first, I think we want to adjust the wind a bit by adding more turbulence. Yeah, like that. Okay. Frequency can be remaining at 0. You can see even by adjusting the decay, quite interesting results can be achieved. Okay. So we need to see exactly what have we done so far. So to do that, 3D Max has a very nice feature called preview. So we go to animation, make preview. There it is. Again, animation, make preview. And then we're going to change, let's see, the active time segment. It's fine. Just change your rendering output to something higher, like that, and then hit create. And Max is going to ask you which video format do you want. Microsoft Video 1 is fine. Now Max is creating a preview for us to see exactly what kind of creativeness has been going on all along. So That's what we have so far. Once done, 3D Max is going to open up your Windows Media Player so that we can see, of course, what has happened. You see that? Aha! That is exactly how the animation will actually happen when you eventually view it in when you actually try to render it. So if you are happy with this kind of settings and what you are seeing in your animation, then it's good. Then you can move on to the next step. If you are not, please go back and change whatever settings you need to change until you are fine with your results. But I like the way the sparks are falling, you know. I like the way the debris are falling, you know. And yeah, we are really ready to take this to the next level. Okay. So that's the power of preview. Now that was exciting. Let's open up the material editor, because now let's open up the particle flow window. You can simply press 6 on the keyboard, or you select any of the particle flows and then click on particle view. Now remember what I told you all along, we are trying to reduce the work that we're trying to put in, yet achieving a very good result. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use some of the things that we've already created so that we save time. So we're going to start with the sparks. We're going to go to edit, copy, then go to edit, paste. You're going to notice 3D Max drops your new particle flow somewhere, and that's the one we want to work on, this one here. And let's try to create some distance between this particle system so that we don't confuse one from the other. Simply dragging them to the side. Yeah, so now this spark here, let's select it in the viewports. It's spark, where is it? Spark TO1. We're going to rename it to Spark J, because now it's going to be sitting with J. And then, of course, as you can imagine, we need to align it to J. So we're going to select Spark J, select the Align tool, then we're going to we need to align it to writing J, pick. So now, as you can see, of course, it's sitting there. And then, of course, it needs to be linked to the laser beam of J, like that. Now when we play through, almost nothing happens. Let's see. Well, nothing happens because there's no event assigned to it. It's empty. So we're going to select this event 06 here from Sparks T. Select it, edit, copy, click anywhere in the viewport, and then we go to edit, paste. There it is, that it has dropped it. Just bring it down here. And of course we're going to connect the J to this event here, so that now they're of course one thing. And guess what? Now when we play the animation, can you see what is happening to J now? Look at the sparks, look at that. You just gotta love 3D Max, eh? Look at that, people. The sparks are coming right out of J. Indeed, that's exactly what we wanted. Okay. See that? Brilliant, eh? Okay. Oh yeah. Open the particle view. As you can see, of course, everything is going well. We don't need to change a thing. Why? Because we are using very effective project workflow techniques. You know, look at that, eh? Now both T and J are having the sparks, of course, coming out. And then what can we add next? Of course, the debris. So back to the particle view, click on the debris T, go to edit, copy, click anywhere in the viewport, edit, paste. Let's go and find it. It's this one here. Yeah. Let's open up the objects there. We're going to select debris TO1. rename it to debris J. And then let's go to the beginning of the animation. We're going to align it to sparks J. So that of course now it's sitting there. And of course we're going to link it to laser beam J. You see that now? Again, we don't have the breeze coming out of J yet. Simply open up the material editor, sorry, the particle flow window. We're going to copy this event here. Copy, we're copying it from T, of course. Go to edit, paste. Let's find where it is. There it is. So these are the debris to come out of J. Simply link the two like that. And I can assure you now. Aha, there are the debris coming nicely. See that? Aha. Oh yeah. The question is, which direction are they falling? They're falling to the side. Well, simply select the debris J. Select the rotation tool and rotate it downwards on the local axis like that. So of course the debris are falling nicely to the ground like that. Brilliant, eh? I must say we are having plenty of fun here. Of course, H is waiting at the moment. So, open up the particle flow window and let's see. H has already got writing event. We're going to select the sparks here. So we're going to select both the spark J and its event like that by clicking and dragging, or like this. Go to edit, copy. Select anywhere empty in the viewport, and then we go to edit, paste. Let's bring it down. So we are going to select spark J01. There it is. We're going to rename it to spark H. Okay. And then we're going to change values as follows. Let's see. We're going to select let's see. Yeah, we're going to select spark H. Of course, its position needs to be moved, so let's go to the beginning of the animation. We're going to, as you can see, we have selected spark H. We're going to align it to writing H. Okay. So of course now it's sitting on the roof there. And of course we need to link it to writing H. That way now. Aha! You see that? H is being scribbled over. Look at that. Whoa! Explosive, eh? So everything is going crazy as we speak now. See that? No, this is truly heavy welding taking place. Now, I think we really need to preview animation, so we go to animation, make preview. Because there are so many particles in the scene, that's why it looks as if it's a bit slow. So let's just show save frame for now. Right click on the perspective viewport and then select show save frame. And then just zoom in a bit. Animation, make preview. Create. Yeah. So that we can see, of course, what we've been up to all along. Can you see what 3D Max shows us? Whoa. Some insane animation taking place indeed, eh? Look at that. Beautiful, eh? Amazing. Oh yeah. You might get a Windows Media Player error if you're using Windows 7. I don't know why it does that. Let's right click again on the perspective viewport label and check save frame. Okay. Now please go ahead and make a quick render of your scene. Looking good. But of course there's a little problem. Some particles, such as those coming from H, are very not so visible because they are too tiny. So to fix that problem, we are going to open the particle view. That has to be related to the spark's shape facing size. So here's how to fix it. We are going to select from the T here. We're going to go to Edit, Copy. So remember, we selected this shape facing here. We want to Edit, Copy, and then we come, let's see, select any empty area in the viewport, and then we go to Edit, Paste Instanced. Paste Instance now means whatever modifiers we change with it, it will update for all the other objects in the scene. We need to get rid of that. Edit, delete. Yeah, we just want the shape facing instance. Now, this is the one that we need to drag. That event must disappear. I don't know why it keeps bringing up that event. We only want the shape facing. Now we're going to drag it to this one here, for instance, and hold down the mouse until it shows a red line above the existing shape facing. You see that? Now you know that whatever we change now, it will be updating there. Let's go to Paste Instance again. This one here needs to come, of course, to this one here. Yeah, there. Okay? We can select that and hit Edit, Delete. Yeah. So now, if we come here to the first one, and please take a look at what is happening in the viewport. If we come to any of the shape facing parameters here, let's say for the T, if we change the size here to maybe 5, you see all of them update at the same time. See that? All of them are busy updating at the same time. Let's see, what does the size of 5 do? Hopefully it brings more particles out. Yeah, it makes a bit of a difference. And also the debris, the size. Okay, there are only 2 debris, so it's fine. We can simply come here. Maybe that shape can be 0.5. This one also 0.5, just to make the debris stand out a bit more. Okay, and then also the writing, the shape. We're going to go to Edit, Copy, select these events here which are using it. Then we go to Edit, Paste Instanced. We're going to come and drag it on top of that shape there. We need to delete that empty event that was left off. Edit, Paste Instance again. And of course come and replace this one's event here. Don't know why it's not working. Yeah, that one there. Okay, select that, Edit, Delete, and of course that as well, Edit, Delete. Now if you come to any of these shapes here, and if you want to make the outlines of the black outlines of text a bit bigger, well, we simply increase the size value here, as you can see. By doing that, of course, as you can see, it updates for all the letters in the scene, as if we're controlling them all at the same time. Oh yeah. And then also, maybe we might want to give them a particular material, so we're going to add a material, material static to the writings. Open up the material editor. We're going to rename this to writing. And we're going to drag it to this window here, make it an instance, of course. So that's a material for the writing for the letter T. You can see now it's no longer dark, it's gray because of this material here that has been assigned to it. Let's change it maybe to something like dark red. Yeah, you see? Of course, it updates nicely also in the scene. So let's just do that for each of them. Material static. And material static also for that one, of course. Yeah. Open up the material editor and of course drag this material to each one of them, make it an instance. And also this one, of course. Oh yeah, okay. Now you can see, of course, they can be all red or whichever colors that we want. Okay. So those were the final steps of showing you how to actually make objects reusable, you know, and controllable from a central point, so that you can, of course, make your workflow much quicker.